welcome to Sunday. I always like to spin up a stream on Sunday. I got nothing really better to do, honestly. um, Wife's out of town. I'm still waking up, but working on printer stuff, uploading some stuff to printables, and working on printers as uh, time allows, and depending on what's going on that. Let me find where I caught. I'll just use the link in the yes, Kitty. Big stubborn fluff. Matt, if you want to join, feel free. Yeah, I'm not never the most exciting streams, but if you want to join, link is in the description. If you don't see the link, ask me for it. I'm just working on some stuff in Fusion, uploading a case to printables, trying to get better about uploading to printables. He ran away. He doesn't want us. He's skittish as it is. Yeah, so feel free to talk about things. Tell me what you're doing. Blah, blah, blah. Go ahead and publish. I just published another model. Oh, boy. It is a, hey, Matt. What's going on, bud?
Yeah,
how's it going?
Yeah, I'm alright. Been yesterday to a book show, and I showed off my stuff what I have,
Right.
So yeah, and last year I went to the same show, but I didn't make too much money because I had the wrong things with me, So this year I had more of the things what people wanted on there, like bookmarks and bookends and etc. But even all I had bookends, they would not buy them from me because I think that what the typical how you say it, get out of it, like I have no space on my bookshelf because most of those were serious book readers, like they literally have walls full of books and all that. So they have no space for little trinkets like what I made. They said I would buy this for my nephew if he would read, and I said maybe you can encourage him with little things like this, like I can show you. I made like little. Oh no, I put it all away. Yeah. But anyway, I took 4 times the amount of money in, so
nice.
And next year I hope to double it again.
I hope to actually start making money in this industry, but
yeah. But the thing is, you have to find your niche. Your little corner or corners.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't rely on just one corner. You have to rely on all 4 corners. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Trust me, I do. Unfortunately, that's the hard part. That's where everyone has a bit of a challenge.
Yeah, but basically, you have to work yourself. It maybe takes months or years to achieve it, but if you put yourself out there and you put your time and effort inside, you will get a reward back. Is it from like people talking to you or people giving you good advice? But even when you make money, it would how you say it, makes just things better, because your hobby pays for itself.
Right.
So, and once you pass that point where you make more money than your hobby, then okay, then you can live with it, hopefully, But you still have to find the little niches, like some people like to buy lithophanes, right? Like pictures of them, and then maybe order like once or twice a year lithophanes of me, or other people I know, and then the question is to get your name out there and get your be seen and get recognized by people, and people actually kind of need to fall in love with you, you know, like what you're
Right.
doing. Then they buy off you like crazy amounts, especially if the quality is there.
Yeah,
Because
that's-
quality is better than quantity, I tell you that. In
yes,
3D printing.
yes, but a lot of people want quantity in
Yeah,
3D
but
printing.
you can't achieve that properly.
Yeah,
Yes and no. To a certain extent, yes, but
right.
forming like metal forming, plastic injection. That is much more quicker than 3D printing.
But
So
it has a very high cost of startup.
yeah.
Very high. That's why back in 2020 we all did masks with, you know, with printers because to spin up a production. Actually, the printed shield bands were stronger than injection molded because they could flex.
All right.
The injection mold wasn't meant to twist and flex and bump around. So
Yeah, like I said, you have to find your corners, your niches, and
yes.
specialize in them, and try to make contact with people. And even so, after a while, it gets tedious. You still have
Very
to
much.
keep up, and people do burn out in 3D printing. I do see it happen.
I've had it happen to me where I've had a bad week, bad month, something. Printers are driving me nuts, and I don't come in this room for like 3 weeks.
The past month, I've only been printing one lithophane.
Nice.
Everything else I did models because I do some designing now,
Right.
and so I want to create my own model line, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna put my STLs out there, because then if somebody likes the model, they buy the STL from me, and then I always have the danger that he's gonna resell the STL.
Right.
So I rather stick the STL to myself, that I keep it for myself, and then just sell the whatever I'm making,
Yep.
to what people want. Because ultimately, if people like it, they will buy it, and the only thing is, if you have an STL and you sell it,
Yes.
and the person is making it and he also is selling it, what he's producing, then it does become a little bit, especially when they're in my neighborhood, competing with me about the same object what I have created. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's kind of competition. So if it becomes popular, you always have other people can take your idea and take and run with it. That's what I'm saying. That's the dangerous, but that's why you have open source, closed source, and I'm a little bit of a closed source STL file guy.
Right. I try not to be. I have over the 7 years.
Oh, I'm not trying to.
I've got so many even custom files I need to start uploading to share.
Oh yeah,
It's
I
the
do
thing
share
that
stuff.
it's a thing for me. It's like, you know,
But
not
certain
a
things
big
you don't
deal,
want to
but
share. You know what
I
what I
do
mean?
want to. I just don't have with my ADD. It's like, is that a priority? No.
No, same here for me. It's not a
So,
well. It is a priority and not a priority for me. It's like a
right.
double-edged sword, because I do have some files out there. If you look on printables, or some of the files are not the best files, because I just put them on there because I let other people have that file so they can make the file better, or
Right.
they can change it, or they're happy with the file the way it comes. And I have some really stupid designs I really should delete. Like I have a rocket, what I made, and that was actually one of my first models what I created.
Right.
And it's on printables. It's called Feel Me Good Rocket. I know it sounds not good, but
Whatever works, right?
oh no, sorry. Say something nice, Rocket. That's sorry. That's the right word. Say something nice, Rocket.
Right.
That was my first thought, what I'm gonna name it as, but it didn't sound right, you know.
Yeah. So I'm working on the CR10. I've got the CAN bus stuff in. Everything's done down here. I actually had to redesign the case for it because the case that let me pull it. I just uploaded it to printables. So view my profile. Oh man. Let's see. Share my screen. Nope, not that screen. This screen. So the original case where the U2C had the Creality breakout board, which lasted all of 5 minutes after I got my hands on it. It also has, a big ribbon cable of, 18 wires going to the head. As usual, it's like that's just too much. So got myself some CAN bus stuff and mounted the board, had to customize, which it was relatively easy to do just to make that mount attach. So the downside is it's running a micro Swiss extruder setup. As much as I love micro Swiss, I don't.
They're not good for everything.
No, and the problem is, and let me rotate my camera so you guys can see.
Micro Swiss is good for lithophane and kind of like
So-
medium printing, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's not like a high achieving end.
I don't know on that. But the problem I have is on all my other printers, I mount the board right back here on the motor. The problem is when this motor slides all the way to the end of the X, the entire backside of the motor is obstructed by the extrusion. So I can't mount the CAN bus board here. I have to mount it on the plate where the old board was, which is fine. I'm printing some standoffs for it. But that's just temporary. I'm going to leave the extra CAN bus cable, which is nicely right here, just hanging out. And I'm just going to run all of this to here.
Question. So what is the problem? The weight?
No, the problem is, let me see if I can adjust my camera.
Because I thought about to do. You ever seen those old biplanes?
Yeah.
How the wings are? Why
Yeah.
not have a gantry what is double stacked so you can actually add up weight because you have two linear rails going back and forwards holding it.
Everything
And you have,
out. I mean, it's just one rail on the front, one MGM12.
yeah, I'm saying where you are now, put another rail there.
No, I don't. That's not the issue. The issue.
Yeah, I know.
The issue is when I put this board here.
Yeah.
Which I would love to do. When I
It
go
gets
all the
hit.
way to the end,
It gets hit
it
by the
will
gantry.
on both ends. So for this setup, I can't do that. Now, if I had a micro Swiss NG with a Revo, I'm not spending $200. There's a Zach.
But can you not put it on the
Where's
side then?
It's going to go over here. So it's going to go right here on the mount temporarily. That's why I'm leaving my CAN bus cable with some extra cable. And then once the printer's working to my specs, I'll look at replacing this entire setup with maybe a Primera Revo XS or a few other compact options. But
That's cool.
yeah, this is for now. It's more just to get it running because the Creality boards, the actual sockets for the plugs were popping off, which is not a surprise because it's Creality. But yeah, I was getting.
Yeah, there's a lot on their boards.
Their boards love to pop them off, so I'm like, nope, I'm done. So
What is that?
Anyway.
Just a tall ender?
yeah, it's a CR10S Pro V2. I got it for free, so I'm modifying it to make it usable. And adding it to the product. Huh?
You could convert it with.
Huh? What is? Oh, an EDM machine.
Whoa.
Is that the Rack Robotics?
Yeah.
They're in Colorado now. They're in Colorado
That's
Springs.
the laser, or the printer, not the printer. It prints underwater or something like this. It cuts underwater with electrodes.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. I saw a video of it not too long ago.
I gotta decide if I'm doing a Marivo. Zach, it's been a long time since we've seen you anywhere, even on Discord.
I've been busy.
Yeah, I bet.
Been working 10s 5 days a week.
Overtime? You getting overtime?
No, not really.
No? Ugh,
Getting 15% overtime.
better than nothing.
But that's a conversation for later.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, we've missed you in the Discords, but it happens. Now you just have to.
It's been crazy lately.
Now you just have to book Rocky Mountain Rep Rap for next year.
Do what?
Now you have to book back out to Colorado for April next year.
Oh yeah, I think me and Lacey are gonna come this time.
Yep, that'd be good. Hey, Chris
We're
Travis.
only going to Earth for one day.
Really? Oh man, which day?
So I don't have to take off work, and
It's Saturday and Sunday though.
yeah, but we can't get a table because they're doing the curated tables now.
Yeah.
Fly and tell them what you're bringing to show, and then
Yeah, I'm not doing that for mine.
yeah,
That's too much work.
We're driving up Saturday morning, spending the day at the show,
Oh man.
staying in an Airbnb, and then coming back home Sunday.
And I'm flying out Thursday bright and stupid early, coming back Monday in the afternoon.
Yeah,
That's just because that's my standard trip. So
I'm having surgery the following Tuesday, so
that would do it. Is this not uploading?
getting my right hand fixed.
Too much,
No, it's called diabetes.
I know.
Turns out carpal tunnel is
Really?
comorbid.
So
with
6
type 1
weeks in a cast with that thing or whatever, right?
No, I go back to work the next day.
Really? They must have made it a lot better over time.
It's a so there's not a carpal tunnel surgery that requires a cast.
One of my old coworkers a decade ago had one.
That's weird. You don't typically get a cast with just regular carpal tunnel release. The worst version of the surgery, you get like a cut that's like here, this long.
Yeah, that's probably
and
what
then it's stitched, and then it's wrapped up in a bandage.
that might be it.
But what I'm getting is endoscopic, so it's like an 1.5 inch incision in the crease. So it'll be like right there in the crease of the wrist. And it goes in with a tube that's got a camera and a knife in it, and then he just runs a knife on it and pulls it back out.
Right.
No stitches, just glue.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
That's too much blood talk. I think he said it takes like 10 minutes to do the procedure. It takes them longer to numb you up and put you to sleep than it does to do the procedure. So
Nice.
very minimal surgery, but
Yeah.
I'm missing the day of and the day after.
Right. I'm trying to find out what the difference is. So Printed Solid's got the Riva Homera XS version 1. I'm trying to find a difference between that, why there's even a version 1. I didn't know there was a version 2.
So I had to pull the Rapido off of my Trident.
I actually have, if I could figure out how to run a Revo with it, I've got a Fetus Apis. Not that I want to run it, but I have one.
Well, my Rapido had kind of bad problem with clogging in a heat brake unless it's ABS.
Right. Huh.
So I
Interesting.
swapped out to a spare Mosquito.
Yep, love my mosquitoes. Well, the good thing is, and the reason I'm just trying to get this running is, eventually in the next 2 weeks, hopefully, Prusa is going to ship my MK4 upgrade. So I'm going to have a mosquito off of this printer and a BMG setup, which I can then take and put on the CR10. So I'm kind of not in a rush to throw a new hot end on. But what sucks is everything's on freaking sale this weekend. I'm like, do I order something in anticipation, but knowing I'm going to have that upgrade either way is kind of just
Question,
Yeah.
guys. You know
Yeah.
what I was talking about earlier with the double rails
yes,
on top of each other?
yeah.
Basically, my idea it is to if you have a heavy hot end and
Mhm.
on that, I mean it does bend a little bit to the sides when the thing moves very quickly. You know what I mean? It shakes like
Right.
this, you know,
Yeah.
and it goes. So
You get
my
the
thinking,
slop. Yeah.
yeah. So my thinking is because every time the slop happens, you get little tiny minute differences in the nozzle, right?
I don't. Well, that's weird because so on my Trident and my Voron, both are single rail, and my prints are piff quality.
Yeah, but it depends on how fast you're printing, really.
Right. Well, again, this may not be this way long term, even though it would be. Basically, it's just hey Jerry, it's just temporary at this point in time. It's just get the printer working, and be printing. The problem is I have to put the printer here, which I need to move this up about a foot. So that's another project I'll be doing while I'm on stream today, probably. Because I got nothing better to do. So
yeah, no,
but I get the idea. I've seen that idea, double rails, or like on the Prusas where they modify them, they have a single rail and then a rod to help with that.
All right.
Yeah. Which is great on that kind of printer, but when you're already, running a extrusion and a rail, there's the slop isn't as bad, and the way the hot end's set up, it's pretty well balanced. But I completely get where you're going with it.
And right now, everything is about speed and making things faster, right?
Yes.
So, also, then the second thing is to have on the side like a mechanism what is also attached to the hot end and the heavy parts, basically.
Right.
And it basically neutralizes the weight of pulling it left to right.
Mm-hmm.
So, but then again, you have to have it needs to be automatic adjustment to be able to reach that it can because as the faster it goes, desto more weight will be applied. So I have to counterweight that problem. And my thinking is to have two rods, not two motors, would actually slow down one and one speeds it up.
Right.
So it keeps it evenly,
Well, so you're thinking of the term preload. So on linear rails, you have different preloads. Okay. So like my LDO rails that are sloppy as hell. Sorry, Jason. So this came out of my Trident kit that I got from Jason. This guy moves so quickly and so loosely outside of the bag, of course. I'm not going to open it, but it just drops on its own.
Yeah, I can see it.
So that's light to no preload. Now, on someone like Fabrico's and West 3Ds, they have medium to heavy preload. Shane. So that slop that you're getting goes away because you actually have that friction built into the motion platform.
All right.
So, but it depends, if you're running,
Yeah, I'm still learning stuff, so.
I'm glad to share. What's going on, Shane? We got a whole party in here.
So I found out two things about Wisconsin. We have freshwater jellies.
And cheese.
No, we have freshwater jellies. And there's a geographical marker that is, 45 degrees south, 90 degrees west. Mm-hmm. Round number, basically. Just one of those, really dumb things. Right out in the middle of the field, 2 hours away from me.
Nice. I love that.
And the freshwater jellies are 2 hours south of me, so
right,
more like 45 minutes to an hour 45. So
freshwater jellies. You're talking about freshwater jellyfish?
Yeah,
that's weird.
Yeah, they're invasive species from China, I believe.
Everything we're an invasive species.
Well, we have what is it? The river going into Lake Michigan down in Illinois. There's an invasive species from China for like these carp things, and then these are dumped in our it's in a quarry.
Mississippi.
So
But
no,
with Mississippi, there's a fish in Mississippi River, isn't it? And because they have when the Mississippi goes to the Great Lakes, and they have this blockades there, so electro.
yeah, it's the
fencing.
Chicago. It's a tributary off of the Mississippi. I think it's the Chicago, possibly the Chicago River. I think that's what it is. It's Tom Scott did a video on it. That's where I
I
learned
know
from it.
when people drive their boat there, they just jump out the fish.
Yeah.
Jump in the boat and hit you in the face while you. That's gonna hurt.
As long as you have a net and you're fast enough, you can catch them.
Yeah, but you don't have eyes on your back of your head.
This is true. Then you just stand up against a wall the whole time.
Yeah, but there's a wall on the boat. I mean, if you're in a little
I
motorboat.
know.
Yeah, I kind of want to go see the jellies because they're an invasive species, but they're an interesting one, and it's in a quarry, so they can't get out because they don't allow boats on it.
Right.
And it was from fish dumping. Someone dumped fish into it, so
Nice.
Probably goldfish.
I don't know. It's
Goldfish are known to be carriers for diseases.
well,
Goldfish are dirty.
well. The thing is, like, we don't know. I didn't look too far into it because it could be goldfish, but all I know is it was the country of origin was China for that. So
China's gifted us with a few things lately, haven't they?
yeah, unfortunately.
Oh, so how's Shane?
Good.
I'll be right back. My dog's talking.
It's gonna be like hotter than balls here. It's gonna be 97 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah. It's hot here. We did inventory Friday night and it was 90 degrees until about 10 p.m. It sucked. Absolutely sucked.
Played a little bit of Divinity 2 and the house was like 80 degrees.
Yeah.
It was just like my laptop, like the top of the keyboard was so hot. I was basically playing the game like this. I was like poking the keyboard because it was so hot.
Damn. That's where you get a small, like, 120 mil fan or two and blow them up the bottom of the thing. John Mack. Who let John Mack in? No, I'm kidding. All right, public domain. I uploaded a new model in printables. Well, a remix of a model. I'm trying to get better about uploading the shit I modify. You know,
Yeah,
it's hard because you do it and you just make it work and it kind of goes away. You know, I'm trying to get this stupid crimp to go. Crimping some CAN bus cable today. I helped a buddy get his Voron up and running yesterday. Went down to his place and he was having some minor issues and turned out he had put the Z belt on his 2.4 behind. It's supposed to be in front, behind the gantry motion belts on his left front corner. So the belts were interfering with each other as it was printing and causing failures even before he could print.
That's how that works, yeah.
So, that was an easy fix. His belts were too loose, but you know, little minor issues, and we solved most of them. And I threw a quick profile together, and what he had brought me the week before, he's like, "Whoa!" I'm like, "Yeah." It's just the little stuff that drives you mad. It's freaking literally.
Yeah, it was when I first built it. I didn't put the little track thing to hold the wires for the AB motors that are in the back.
Yep.
And I just threw a zip tie around it, not thinking about where the belt was on the back, and I zip tied the
belt. Yep, I did that on this big printer way back when.
And I'm like, I'm just gonna throw that there just to kind of hold that stuff until
you go to print and the thing's making a shit ton of noise.
Yeah. Yeah, the weirdest thing was it would like home one direction, but it wouldn't home the other direction. I was like, what the hell is going on? Then, even if I ran it behind it, it was put tension on the belt, and didn't like that
Right.
either.
Who made a similar model like this? I can't find the person. I looked on printables everywhere, and I can't find the skull. Hot Makes made one. Jim. He made one of those skulls.
Okay.
But
I think that's like Thingiverse territory.
Yeah, maybe.
I remember that from like Thingiverse.
yeah,
So
I
not
made
beyond
this.
printables.
I made this one. So it's basically
Well, you were looking for the original person that made something like that, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
But
like,
his bullets look better. As I remember, his bullets are longer and look better than my bullets.
Yeah, those look like
I mean, those are a little bit like 9mm bullets.
yeah. I was gonna say something else, and I caught myself. So those all look like bullets to me.
Okay.
They don't look like rounds.
Thank you. Maybe it's just a coloration. Anyway,
I hate crimping these freaking connectors. You do it wrong and you ruin the whole freaking connector. Luckily, I have spares, but still, then you run out of connectors and crimps. And...
Where did Zach go? Oh, there he goes.
Right there.
Disappeared for a while. Like, oh, what?
Right.
I haven't seen him in forever.
I know. I was giving him a hard time about that earlier.
Yeah, I've been working like 10-hour shifts at work lately.
Yeah.
wow.
Not making any extra money doing it.
Yeah, like I said, that's a story for another time.
Yeah, we'll have to. I wouldn't work more than 40 hours if I'm not getting paid for it. That's just me, though. All right. Well, let's see if I can get this stupid freaking connector to behave.
I gotta find some more multicolored prints.
I need to find myself a way to run this freaking chameleon. The only thing I can think is put it on the
Well,
main.
you want to print my skull? That's multicolor prints.
I could try it.
It's very little, so you have to expand it, make
Okay.
it bigger. It's right now only like, hold on, 1 centimeter, 10 mil in size.
Break out
Very
all the
small.
fluorescent colors for it.
Yeah. I'm testing it right now with small because
Hey Shane,
it wasn't better.
Hold on. Powercore.
you know what this
Oh,
is?
yeah. Is that the EDM thing that you were talking about?
The Rack Robotics one, yeah.
It's nice. Can do aluminium. Isn't aluminium the cheapest metal?
It's anything that's conductive. We'll work with it.
Yeah, I saw a post about it. I was like, you know what? I don't need another project right now, because that would be one that I would definitely want to do. Because
I mean, it looks real easy to put together. Because I didn't want to take apart my Ender back here because I'm actually trying to sell it as it sits. I ordered a $70 Amazon return Ender.
oh, nice. Yeah, I've got that recreator that I don't think I'm gonna finish. So
No?
no, I don't print enough PET G. I don't have enough
Right.
plastic bottles.
That's the hard part, yeah.
You know, it's the more I thought about it, it's like, you know what? I don't drink soda much anymore, and you know the water bottles that I have that you know you need like 20 of them to do one. So
Come on, you little crimpy bastards.
I swear I need a quicker computer. Every time I get a quicker computer, it works really fine and good. And then I work with it for like a year, and then I'm like, oh, I need a quicker computer.
Are you running Windows?
Yeah.
Just back it all up and reformat.
All right.
Because what Windows is, the way Windows is designed is to slow itself down over time. Most IT professionals that are full on in that business on like corporate side redo it every 6 months to a year because you get so much crap in the registry and
Well, they do that for other reasons.
yes, as well.
It's quicker. It's actually quicker to re-image a computer than it is to update it most of the time.
Correct.
So,
yeah, but
for like,
you
for
also
like
get a lot of crap too.
yeah. But for like individual users, yeah, like if you can also too, if you can get a lot of your stuff onto a second drive,
It helps.
and keep a lot of your stuff away from your OS drive, it makes it easier to reformat when you blow the computer up, or if the computer just dies, you just take that drive and stick it in another computer because usually that's not the thing that dies sometimes.
Yep, trust me, I know I had that happen.
Yeah, that's why I said sometimes. What time is it where you're at, Matt Nerman?
4:37 in the afternoon.
Oh,
it's daylight where he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody. Where was that? Amanda Marcius. She said that there's sunlight.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I wonder. It's 10:38 a.m. here, so.
Yeah, an hour before that here. Come on.
Yeah, so it's what is it? 11, 10, and then 9.
Right. Oh, big freaking. I might switch wire this thing too, so that's also why I'm not going too crazy. Might do a very big conversion. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with this Huracan.
Oh man. Did that not stick? Well, I had my spacers ready and they didn't.
Not a terrible printer. It's just not be another bed slinger.
Yeah. You have 7. Trust me, I'm selling a couple at Rocky Mountain. Let's try this again. Yeah.
So the SD card went bad in my Trident. And I did backup of the.
Oh no, of the config.
Everything on it's working. I'm printing, but
it's a little headaches.
And I can't figure out where I've got my damn fans.
Yeah. That's the worst. I'll give you that. I've done that once or twice. I try to back up every now and then.
Yeah, I got to get back in the habit of doing it the way I was doing it, which I would download the config, change what I needed to change, and then re-upload it. That way I had 2 copies of it at the very least.
I think there's probably some way that you could set up a cron job to set up the thing to a location on the network every time.
Yeah, you can set up an rsync thing. I've been too lazy. I did it once, and then I'm like, you know what? I don't feel like doing this on all these machines yet. Even though it's probably one of the easiest things that you can do. Right. You just literally have to, apt-get install, the rsync program, and then do all the logging crap. But
right.
Okay. I can't change that, of course.
Oh, here. Comment from Jerry Zach.
Hey Jerry, how you doing?
The one thing I've never had is a BL Touch until this printer. I've never in 7 years had a BL Touch on any printer I've owned. Now I have one, which won't stay. But it'll be okay.
Yeah, I had a BL Touch on my G-Tech. I quickly took it off.
Right.
Was it a BL Touch or the fake ones?
G-Tech sent it to me, so original G-Tech stuff.
Okay, so it's a
Ordered
fake
from
one.
I'll end up putting a beacon on this thing when it's all up and running, but gotta get there.
It literally smashed my gantry inside and bent my my rail.
Jeez.
Yeah. Luckily, it didn't broke my back. Most expensive. The rail was cheap to replace, you know.
All right, I'm pretty sure it's shut down by now. Off you go.
Come on, settle. Ooh. That's a nice settle.
Did it do a flip before settling?
Nice. I guess Mitch needs to find a new job. Yeah, having some issues at his current job, I guess, or if he's still there.
That's always fun.
Yeah. Because the problem is he booked his flights for Earth cheapest he could on Southwest. They're not refundable, so I don't know if he's still going to come or not.
Are they giving him crap for taking off those days or something? I don't know.
No, I think it's something else completely.
Okay. Just be like, I'm not requesting these days off. I'm just telling you I'm not going to be here.
No, I think it's something else completely. I know that, but
All right, I'm going to go get a belt because that's trying to hold my pants up with this YouTube crap.
can't hear him as he runs away.
Damn, what you doing?
Who's doing what?
No, my something's wrong with my program. Doing weird stuff.
Right.
What the? What you eating?
Cucumbers. I haven't had breakfast. I should have actually had breakfast before I do something. This thing might be on enough sale for me to buy it at the cart.
So Joy-Cons that were run over by a car.
Yeah.
Actually, the whole console got ran over by a car. It was in a case kind of like this,
Damn.
and the thing, I guess, still works. I haven't talked to Nate recently about it,
Right.
but I guess he was able to fix the console itself. Girlfriend left her switch on the back of her car. Took off onto the highway.
Nah, I don't have any silver and I don't have any copper.
Call 999 for the second one. I think that's the emergency code over there, isn't it? Get some coppas. Not even a reaction out of them.
Nope.
What?
Exactly.
Sorry, I was totally into my work. What did you say?
You said you're out of silver and copper. I'm like, oh, you need to call 999 for the second one?
Oh.
You need a coppa?
Extracted much?
Yeah, I was
it's
painting in this moment. And I'm like, and my screen was, I have to reset my Windows.
Right.
Getting annoying.
Right.
So I made it 400% bigger. There you go. Yeah, it doesn't look as nice as the other guys. I mean, I'm just starting, you know. So, and I don't have any tools like what some other people use, like a tablet with a pen, you know. Everything is done over the computer.
You can get a lot done with keyboard and mouse with Blender.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I use 3D Builder.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Get a lot done with that too.
Right.
It's free. And I know Blender is free too, but I'm not too keen on Blender. I'm not sure why.
Right.
I'd rather have Fusion 360.
This is online, by the way.
Oh my god, what is that? That's a worm.
Yeah, that's a worm.
It's one of those large gummy worms you buy off of Amazon, isn't it?
Zach, I would not bend over and pick anything up.
Would you stop?
Oh my god.
Recorded.
I've never met you before. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
Matt,
We
who?
met before. I think.
The other guy.
Oh, Matt. Yeah, he doesn't leave his anything. He lives at home, it seems like.
Oh, I'm sorry. You think I don't have a life?
He lives where?
Yes.
UK, England.
Oh, well, better for you than not. I mean, yeah, lucky. You could be here.
Yeah, you could be in this. Yeah.
You could be here. Could be worse.
Yeah.
Hey, at least I'm happy with health insurance what I have here. So,
Right.
I mean, America, a lot of people don't have health insurance right now, so that's
Yeah,
not
health
good.
insurance is shitty here.
Yeah.
I'm actually pretty lucky. I've got high deductible insurance, but it pays a lot after the fact, after you reach the deductible. So my deductible is $3,000. I've already spent $3,000 this year. So my wrist surgery is only going to cost $300.
Nice.
So I'm gonna get both hands cut open before the end of the year.
Got carpal tunnel.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm getting endoscopic surgery though, so it's like no big deal.
Yeah.
Nice.
Don't be like my aunt and then go back to work like 2 or 3 days after getting carpal tunnel surgery.
Well, the endoscopic surgery, you're supposed to be able to go back the next day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I mean, I work a desk job, so.
Yeah. Well, she was working at a Passy place up in Michigan. went to back to work for cooking stuff.
Is there a cat or is that a fur making a noise?
I have no idea. But yeah, I mean, I've got a desk job. Plus, I've been using my mouse left-handed for like
Lily.
a month now. Oh, that's
Nice.
messed up. So yeah, I'll be able to go back to work the next day, but I'm taking the day after off. And that's the Tuesday after Earth.
Ooh.
Right?
That's part of the reason why we're only going to be at Earth for one day.
Yeah.
Chris Travis at the endoscopic or where
Yeah, it's
get slit
endoscopic.
open.
Single port endoscopic.
Well, I'm asking Chris Travis.
Mm.
His
That's
father-in-law got it, but endoscopic or getting the slice open.
Yeah,
surgery.
it's so they put the cut in a crease of your wrist.
Yeah.
So when the scar heals, you can't even see it.
Yeah. My aunt, what's the aunt? I think it was aunt that had it. Cousin? I don't remember exactly the relation to that person. I just know I'm related to him somehow.
Right.
When they had it done, it was like 15 years ago, and I don't even think that was a 15, 20 years ago. And they didn't have that kind of surgery available.
Right.
So it's kind of interesting to see some advancements like that.
Yeah, the first doctor I went to did what he called a mini open surgery. He said it's a smaller incision that's right there. And I was like, no, I'm a diabetic. I need endoscopic. Is there somebody else here that does endoscopic? Like, no. I recommend this surgery for everybody, including diabetics. I'm like, no, fuck you.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I found a doctor that does do it. And that doctor's like, yeah, this is everybody should be doing it this way. This is the safest of all, and the quickest recovery time, least chance of infection. He said there's actually a greater risk of permanent nerve damage with the mini open specifically because they have to open it up and then pull everything out. But okay, this is what I got to cut, and then cut it.
Yeah.
And it's hard to see what's going on with the camera. I mean,
Yep.
Yep.
And the guy that's doing mine is actually the guy who taught everybody else in his practice how to do it. So I'm happy for that. It's like a 10-minute surgery.
Yeah.
They spend longer getting you under than they do cut.
So are they doing both at the same time?
No, right hand first.
Okay. Oh, you want to know what the major casualty of all this was? This little button on the back that releases the controller.
Right.
So I'm resin printing some replacement buttons.
Nice.
So little black dot right there. Oh, you are completely dead.
All right, guys. I'll see you guys later.
All right.
Good luck.
Thanks for hanging.
I'll be watching. Thank you
All right.
for letting me come on.
Yeah, of course. Anytime. We'll see you Wednesday, probably.
Wednesday. Oh yeah, Wednesday's a hangout.
Yep.
All right. Send me an invite.
All right.
Well, that's a weird view.
I know. Hold on. Let me. Nipple view. Oh, come on. This thing's being dumb. There you go. This you should probably post this out on Twitter. Never gonna call it X.
It's okay to dead name Twitter because Twitter's not a person.
I will dead name Twitter all day. Well, yeah, fuck Elon Musk.
There is one thing that I'm actually kind of happy about, and it's kind of weird to be happy about something really this dumb. I don't get the same like 3 advertisements on Twitter anymore.
Right?
Because he read all of his advertisers away.
No, they changed something with the advertising. Now I'm getting like 10 or 20 of them now.
Oh, jeez.
It's not like the same one over and over again. It's actually different crap now. It's kind of. I'm sitting there like, okay, Envoy, I'm just gonna block you just so I don't see your crap anymore.
Right?
Because I've literally seen you like 10 times just doom scrolling. So.
Yeah, I love the ones that like tag you, the little bots that auto tag you, and then you just block them. Printing spacers for the standoff, which I may end up having to redesign, but we'll see. Oh, we got a whole bunch more people watching. Well, we're here. We're quiet and we're working on random ass shit all the time. I should probably start clearing off this top shelf to move this printer up about a foot.
There's actually people that don't know what Starlink is.
I'm not surprised by that.
Yeah, I'm sort of surprised because I would have figured that would have been a thing. At least at this point, the news would have covered it enough where people would be common enough knowledge.
Right.
Because people have been posting the pictures of like the satellites going through the sky.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell is this? Is this UFO?
I mean, for them, it's unidentified by them, so yeah, it's a UFO. Swiss keeple. Zebra keeple.
Every single printer I have is being a pain today.
Yep.
All of them.
Yep. I'm running into that. And it's like they talk to each other.
I'm sorry, I completely admit I was reading something on this. What was going on?
Zach's printers hate them today.
Yeah. Yeah.
It happens. Yeah. Damn it. This is falling apart.
So I've been tweaking. Go ahead, Zach.
A3 had a CAN bus freak out.
Oh,
So
fun.
I don't know why it just wouldn't stay connected. So I ended up direct wiring in the tool head with a different board I had.
Right.
And the main board hadn't changed, but now it won't print with its previous settings without losing steps. I have no idea why. Because nothing changed on the printer that would have caused that.
The tool head board have a separate driver for the.
No, it's a carabiner board. It's not like a active board.
Okay.
It's just a distribution board.
Right.
But X and Y shouldn't have been affected.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah. One of the issues that I've been trying to figure out, and of course the camera's probably not going to pick it up, but you see where it's kind of rough. The picture.
Yep.
I've been trying to get my flow stuff correct because I'm thinking that that's what it's going to be.
Mhm.
And at this point, I just like started cranking it down.
Yeah.
And now I'm like getting gaps in the print, and it still looks like shit. And I
Have you ran this calibrator that I'm going to send you? I'll put it in private chat right there.
take a look.
I've been using this calibrator. You don't ignore the first main stuff. You want to go to the flow rate calculator part. I've been running that for years.
Yeah, I've used that.
It works. It works great for me. But
Yeah, and I'm getting decent numbers off of it. And just like it's like the top layers are always like crap. And I kind of run out of ideas for it. It's a different extruder because I had one of those like cheap Montech clones. You know, just kind of crappy prints, and then I was like, okay, screw this. I'm putting the mirror on it because I had that extra. It's got the same nozzle. You know, could be something with the nozzle maybe. Oh, with the extrusion thing that you just shared, that's working just fine. Or you know, it's coming up. The numbers are coming out how I would expect it. Should probably just run a regular print on there and just see what it does with like a different slicer. It actually gets quite warm in there.
What is that?
That is the replacement button for the back of this controller. That thing went MIA when it went all explodey. Started that printing project I don't know how long ago, so I don't remember exactly how this goes back together.
To figure out, I need to change out at least the X motor because the cable's too short. Well, maybe not. I actually have a connector. That would be nice to see. Nice.
That's how that works. Okay. Okay, I see ya.
Reality being helpful.
What you say?
For once, Creality's doing something that's smart instead of dumb, putting a removable pulley on motor. Now we just got to find the other motor, so I'm going to switch out these motors for slightly better motors.
A different brand of Chinesium.
Yep. I'm going to run an extruder motor on my x-axis. Need to see. Nope, never mind. Extruders are fine.
Oh, Zach, get this one. I got a buddy that played Tears of the Kingdom. He immediately jumped off or when he got all done with the top island, he jumped down and he found out about the underground, and he did the entire underground with 3 hearts. He put 80 hours into the game doing the underground. And he's like, I'm good. He was done with the game after that.
That's wild.
here, 1.8. All right. Literally no tension adjustment on this belt. Are you kidding me? Step that. Nice. Always forget. Yeah, stop. No pages. And, oh, I'm gonna have to repin the freaking end stop, huh? Son of a bitch. Just waiting on spacers. Hey, Chris, what's going on, bud? Chris at Retro Maker. He was at Rocky Mountain. Link in chat if you would like to join us. Hope you're gonna make it out to the second annual Rocky Mountain Rep Rap Fest in April. It's both halls now. Way too much, a ton of shit, freaking shit ton of space. And for some reason, I left Shane as the main guy. That's all good. Let's see. I'm just working on printers. Working on printers. I gotta figure out getting music at this freaking thing. Someday.
All right,
Yeah.
I think I'm just going to throw this together. I know that button is completely roached. I guess there was another casualty. This the shoulder button.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it happens, unfortunately.
Yeah. I'm just going to get it together here so I can make sure that the part that I was going to fix is actually fixed.
Right.
The new owner of that switch can just deal with it themselves.
Busy. I'm working. Chris, I'm working on a lot of printers. I got a free printer here. I got another printer there I got to work on. I got to move that printer up to make space for this printer. And then I got to figure out a filament place to put filament to feed these three printers, because as soon as I take up the center, I'm going to have nowhere to put anything. So I may have to find a way to hang it all with some PVC pipe, which means a Home Depot run on a holiday weekend. That sounds like pure torture. But see what happens. You know. Any new designs going on, Chris?
All right. Let's see if it'll. Oh, there we go. Oh, I feel like the joystick survived.
Right. No filament, no problems. Yep. I've got 300 rolls of filament, so. Joystick survived?
Yeah, and it's kind of good because these are the nice Hall effect ones.
That's good.
Oh, and that works really good.
Speed.
As it gets stuck.
Right.
Okay. Probably what I'm gonna have to do is I'm probably gonna have to round that. I turn it a little bit, it kind of locks it. Maybe that's a good thing. I don't know.
Right.
Well, those go into the box.
Yeah. Time is the hard thing, Chris. It really, we both know it is. Unfortunately, if we didn't have to work, we could do our hobbies all day, every day. Trust me, I would. If I could. That was nice.
All right. At least
So
this is
here's a question.
Well,
My steppers are right at ADC in this machine.
damn. You need some high tech steppers.
They're LDOs.
Are they the high tech though?
I believe so.
If they're HTs, they're rated for 180C. They'll actually say it on the back.
I don't know because there's heat sinks stuck on the back.
If they're the 180Cs, then you're fine. If they're not, that could be problematic. The ADC is hot. Even my Trident, but is that the annex that it's going up high
Yeah.
on? That's why speed.
They're
You're running,
they're 48 volt and
Yeah.
they're running
but their speed.
in an
too.
enclosure at 1.5 amps. So I dropped it a quarter amp. And we'll see.
Yeah, I was just gonna suggest that. Those.
What's weird is I've run it before with no issues, and now I don't know if maybe the way it does current on steppers has changed because it was not updated in a while. I dropped the max excel. I dropped the square corner velocity.
Yeah. Oh, we've got someone I do not know. I'm not going to let them in until I know who they are. Give you 1 minute.
What's their name?
Mateus Bonico. So until we see who they are, not letting them in. And I'm not sure who this person is. So let's figure out who it is. No? Well, he had video. Well, I gotta see him moving, and if he's in there and joined, I'd like to see a comment. I don't want to just let some random person in, but we'll see. They uploaded a picture. Downside to giving it out on the stream is yep, so far not moving. 1 more minute, Mateus, and if not, I will kick you from the stream.
Yeah, I didn't even see them even chatting in chat. So
Nope. I added them to see if they had video. Didn't, so they stayed in the. Yeah. It happens, unfortunately. You get random people popping in.
Well, just one of those crypto bots.
Well, you never know. That's fine. Okay. Hey, Llama. Let me repost the link. We can have ourselves a Llama-rama. Oh, crap. Not that. Wow. That is not what I meant to put in chat. Let's delete that. I can't even put myself in timeout. All right. Well, that happens. Use this link. Oh, I had. Here it is. Printer. What's Llama up to today? Bouncing around too much? Yep, I got that. Probably should actually print it up. That would be next.
I showed you the flooring I was putting upstairs, right?
Yeah, I did. At least me. I don't know if you showed
Yeah.
that.
That's my entire upstairs.
Nice.
Is that the engineered stuff we were talking about?
Yeah, it's vinyl.
Vinyl, something like that.
Then I started painting the Master Sword light thing.
Nice.
Nice metallic blue. I know I showed you the hillbilly paint shaker.
Right. Okay.
That was an interesting thing with Cheeto Box. It loaded the file that I had just modified. So that was the last thing I printed on there was the button. I'd made a
Right.
modification in SolidWorks, saved it out as an STL. I opened up Cheeto Box and it pulled the updated version of the file.
Nice. Save you a headache or two, I bet.
Well, I still had to do all the copying and rotation and all that crap still, but Well, Sally's Nightmare is asking what we're all printing.
I'm printing fidget cubes on my mini back there. Apparently that is all it's printing. Kind of hyper focused on this.
Man.
I'm printing.
CPR. Someone just told me.
Oh, yeah, there we go. That's a immediate ban.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
What'd they type? Oh, yep. Goober Patrol. I got it. Lock. No. How do I report? Ban user and delete comments. And ban user and delete comments.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah, it didn't give me an option for.
No. Yeah, I got it. I have to do it in, I think, StreamYard. Even mine's not letting me do it.
Yeah, all I can do is report it or remove the thing or put the
Yeah.
user in timeout.
Yep, I banned them.
That's
ZDR.
Two at once?
ZDR in the back. Let's see. And ZDR, since I'm not sure who you are, let me know who you are in the private chat. I have not heard of you, so I'd like to know who you are before we bring you onto my stream. Long-time viewer.
Especially after the what we saw in the chat just then.
Yeah. What's your handle on socials? Sorry, I just don't know who you are. And got to be careful. ZDR.
David Duke is using Michael Molinari's greeting.
Yep. ZDR. Interesting. Kind of is, but I'm not like just letting random people in.
Yeah, I mean, this is just like people who are active members of our little community, which I mean is not little; it's pretty big.
Yeah,
It's probably 100 people
at least, if not more.
that are active in our little circle here.
Zach, see your Discord. Or the regular.
Yeah, I'm looking at Discord.
Yeah, I'm done.